Hey, what up, people? It's Kuqui here, and I am going to talk about the What If series. Well, the first episode of the series, which is the episode where um, Peggy Carter becomes Captain America instead of Steve Rogers. Of course, that's the question of this episode. Like, what if Peggy Carter became, well, she's not Captain America, like, because she's not American. She's British, so yeah. They never mention her as Captain Britain or British or something, because I think that character already exists in the Marvel universe. So she's Captain Carter. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna talk about spoilers because it's a very short episode, and it's gonna be like very vague if I don't talk about spoilers. But yeah, it's a very good looking episode. I'm gonna start with saying that it was really pleasant to see. It was really good. Um, there are some things that it's not. Of course, the episode has to be a little like rushed. Everything has to be rushed because the episode assumes that you've seen, of course, like most people that are going to see this series, because this series I don't think is going to get as much ratings as like the live action ones. Like I think What If is going to be a series more like for the fans, the real hard fans of the series, of the Marvel comics and all that, to watch and enjoy. So it assumes you've seen the first Captain America movie, the first Avenger. I think what it's called. Um, and it plays off that, and it's literally the roles are inversed. Peggy Carter has to get in the machine of the super soldier serum and all that, because Steve uh he is going to get he is in the machine and is going to get the super soldier serum, but something happens that an explosive goes off, and a dude shoots him and injures him, and someone has to get into the machine, but Howard Stark doesn't want to get into it. So Peggy says, like, I'm gonna get into it, put the serum like in me, and let's see what happens. So she then becomes Captain Carter, um, and she's Captain America. I mean, she's not Captain America, but she is what Captain America is. Just that it's Peggy Carter. Some things like she seemed very unbeatable. Captain America, as strong and fast and superhuman as he is, of course, this is like it's cartoon, so it's not gonna be like live action. It's not gonna be that realistic in the like it's never realistic when we're talking about superheroes, but it's more grounded, and it's not as fictitious in a fictitious world, because it is fictitious. Everybody knows superheroes are fictitious, um, and no one ever could do things like that. But what I'm trying to say is that it's a little bit over the top. Like she's jumping off like buildings, like high altitude, of like places with high altitude, and she just jumps and lands on the ground like nothing happens. I don't think like Captain America ever did something like how she did here. Like you'll know once you see it, and like yeah, Cap can jump higher than a human, but like sometimes she jumped and reached like a place where like not even like Cap can't get there. Of course, it is over the top. It's a cartoon. It's different. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like she sometimes, when she was fighting, of course, nobody touched her. Like literally, Not one bullet, nothing touched her, but that's not new. That happens live action too. Like the hero never gets a bullet, unless it's by another very popular character. And yeah, like we all know how those movies work. Like the bullets cannot hit the target. Like they are supposed to be military people with a lot of training and soldiers and all that, and they never seem to get a bullet on one of the good guys. Well, every good guy gets a bullet except the protagonist, like Captain America, Iron Man, and all that. But yeah, she was a little bit over the top. Like, of course, again, it didn't take a lot away from the episode. Of course, some things were rushed because it is one story in a 33-minute episode. You can't have a lot of backstory. It has to be fast paced. Things have to happen. Um, and yeah, basically, Steve Rogers in the story becomes basically the first Iron Man. Uh, because Howard Stark, well, builds a gigantic Iron Man suit. Like it's a very big, it's I think kind of Hulk size uh, Iron Man suit, and Steve Rogers operates it. So it's kind of cool that Steve Rogers was like not quite Tony Stark, because Tony Stark built his own inventions and then he used them, but he was the first Iron Man, sort of to speak. Um, and he and Peggy Carter were just kicking ass the whole time. Red Skull is also in the episode, but it's not. He's not really a big part of it. So yeah, and at the end of it, there's Red Skull opens a portal with the Tesseract that spawns like a tentacles of a monster, and that's who they fight at the end. And instead of Peggy getting like frozen, because you know Cap got frozen and woke up 70 years later, and whatever, everybody knows that. She gets like sucked into the Tesseract with the monster, because she's like, I have to push the monster back. If I don't push it back, it might escape, and then it might just get bigger and bigger and just destroy the world or whatever. And she pushes the monster back, and then the Tesseract opens again, or Nick Fury and Will Barton, that's a basketball player, Clint Barton, open up a portal, with the Tesseract 70 years later, and Peggy Carter comes out, and she's like, "Where's Steve?" And they say like, "Ma'am, like Captain Carter." Everybody knew her, like everybody knew Captain America. Um, like the war ended 70 years ago, and she's like, "What?" Like, I don't know how much time she felt like it was. Well, in the inside the Tesseract, it might have been a couple hours or something, because she looked exactly the same. She didn't age or anything, um, and she wasn't surprised. But it's sort of like what happened to Cap, but she was never frozen. But of course, she's gonna have to adapt to the new era, to the new times, how things are done here, and yeah, it was a very interesting episode, and it was like watching the first Avenger again, with a few tweaks here and there, but you get a lot of nostalgic elements in it, like when she rescues Bucky and the Howling Commandos. I think that's what they're called, and they come out, and you know the scene where Cap goes out and he's like shooting people and whatever. Well, this scene happens here, but with her. And yeah, I really enjoyed the episode. It was cool. The action scenes were actually cool. And it was entertaining. And yeah, let's see what keeps happening with What If. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed What If in the episode, or you didn't like it, or if you want to write what did you like or what did you not like, let me know down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, share, like, and subscribe. You guys want to have a good day, and God bless. Peace.